Welcome everyone to another episode, well, episode 256 in fact of Aussie Tech Heads. How are you all? I hope this episode finds you well, healthy and happy and having fun in the sun. It's certainly warming up. So yes, welcome Eric.
Hey, how you going?
Yeah, good,
All
thank
the
you.
way from secret location.
There's the secret squirrel in secret locations. Eric's on holidays watching Formula One or something. What are you doing? Watching some car
Formula
race?
One.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, that's good. That's the way to go.
First practice session tomorrow, 5 o'clock.
Right.
It's the V8s go around tomorrow and the Porsches.
Yep.
And then we'll have the first practice of the GP.
Right.
And then we go and get some tiger beer and eat some hot chicken wings at Hooters.
Oh, nice. Don't wear any gloves. All right. So hi and welcome. The podcast is all about the news, the latest tech news that's going on around Australia and maybe around the world if they're lucky. But mainly focused on Australian tech news because you know what? There's a bit going on over in Australia. You don't want to hear about all that American stuff. So that's what we do around here. That's how we roll in the Shire. So join us every week live. .thesecrethub.com if you wish to, in the lounge, like so many people have tonight. Hello, lounge. How are you all? And also you can call us in on Skype. Aussie Tech Head is the Skype handle if you want to call us up and get something off your chest or just tell us something about something you've just recently bought, how you've loved it, how you've hated it, or just whatever. You can also catch us audio only. And audio only via Shoutcast. So just search the Shoutcast directory and grab the audio only version live on Thursday nights at around about 7:30. And also obviously live video down at youtube.com/The Secret Hub. All the episodes go up video as well. Woohoo! And I do get pictures every week, so there's a bit of it's just not looking at my ugly mug every week. It's I know, thank goodness. All right, so what's been going on? Look, I just want to say a quick hello to Jack. Now, Jack sent me a nice little letter through the week. He's just, I won't read it all out, but he just says he's found the podcast excellent. Oh, thank you, Jack. Thank you very much. And he often searches for podcasts, and a good percentage of them are American, and he's happy that he has found an Australian one. So good stuff. He's got a laptop and a couple of laptops. One's a net thing, blah, blah, blah. He relies on Telstra Next G to give him mobile internet. He lives out in the country somewhere. And, he finds the podcast very good. So, Jack, thanks very much. And I'll tell you, just send us in an MP3 or something of a review or something about your life, and we'll shoot it on the show for you. All right, good stuff.
Now, here's a segue into that little, or not little comment, but comment from, what was his name?
Jack.
Sorry, Jack. Now, I've just thrown a SIM card in my iPhone here. Now, this might give you an indication of how much we're paying in comparison. I threw a prepaid SIM card into my iPhone, and I put $50 Singapore in there. It's about $40 Australian.
Yep.
Then they have a special deal. If you top it up, you get certain extra. So $50, I get $50 worth of calls. But if you top it up, you get this. I got for 100. It's called the high card, $128, but it only costs you $28.
Right.
And $28 you get international calls and SMS for worth $22.
Yep. That's all right.
You get local calls of $100 worth, and the calls here are 2 cents a minute. They're really cheap.
That's like Skype calls.
Yeah, Skype levels, and you get and from that you think, okay, you want a data plan? They take $7 off my original 50.
Yep.
$7 Singapore, which is $5.50 Australian.
Yeah, right.
I got 1 gig.
Wow.
For 7 days.
That's all right. So every man and their dog must have a phone over there.
Oh, everywhere you go, iPhone City.
Yeah, right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, and I've got 5 bars. Singtel, which Singtel owns Optus, in Australia.
Yeah.
Too bad their service in Optus isn't as good.
Mm.
But they inherited that rubbish. But and the other scam is they've got free calls to Australia from a mobile.
Geez, that's all
free
right.
calls. So you put 019 next to the dial. So if you're going to dial Australia, it's 612, or 617 if you're up the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
And then a number. Instead of dialing 0011, or over here I think it's 011, if you put 019 in front of it and you ring any mobile or any landline in Australia, free call. Doesn't matter how long.
That's awesome.
No charge.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Why doesn't it reciprocate? You know, and so like.
Cool. I don't know. I've got my theories, but I don't know.
But I mean, like, if it works one way and it's owned by Singtel, you'd think that, okay, well, why not work it the other way? So, well, not that not many people would want to, but why not ring Singapore for free, you know? Why not do the switcheroo?
I don't know why they do it. I don't know why they do it. Well, you know, Telstra roaming fees would, if I made a call from here, because with Telstra, all of them actually, not just Telstra, you get charged for incoming and outgoing.
Yeah.
So if I got to receive the call from on my work number here, for example, I'd be getting charged $1 a minute. So if someone rang me for 20 minutes, it's $20.
Yeah, right. Now, we must say that if you're finding Eric's audio or video a bit shaky tonight, he is in a hotel room, and the hotel internet is not the greatest, Oh,
idiot.
And we should also point out someone else having internet problems, and why he's not here tonight is Will. He's buying a new modem tomorrow. He's I think he was on his show on Tuesday night on the Talkback Tech show, and it was playing up then, and so I think he's opening his wallet and he's going down to the shop and he's going to buy a new modem. Good on you, Will. Good on you. We'll see you back next week.
Now, do you want to go? Do you want an NBN story?
Yes. Did you want to? Look, there's no pressure because I know you've been busy overseas doing whatever you're doing, secret squirrel stuff.
I haven't time.
Shooting baddies.
I could do an audible.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say, did you have any on this days? Or that's next week.
I do.
You do.
I do. All right, here we go.
All right, I've got an on this day. I've got this on this day video effect, but unfortunately it won't do you. So I'll just do me, and we can work on you for next week.
All right, good. All right. So here we go. On this day, some of these is slightly technology related, but you remember back when this was, 200 years ago, this could have been considered technology. So not just technology today, but what they would have classified technology back then. So in 1789, you tell me if my audio starts bugging out.
It's right. We'll push through.
1789, the U.S. Congress authorized the office of the Postmaster General.
Right. In what year was that?
1789.
Yeah, right. Like when you think of these things, it's not really that long ago.
No,
is it?
Long ago.
Like 1780.
We've come a long, 200 years.
Yeah,
a long way.
That's right. That's right.
1903, Italo Marchioni was granted a patent for the ice cream cone.
Wow. Yes, they're still standing today.
That's right.
They're still in people's guts.
I'll have a double scoop Italo Marchioni, please, buddy. You guys automatically that's a cone.
Yeah, well, in some parts of the world.
What do we got here? 1914, 3 British cruisers were sunk by one German submarine in the North Sea. 1,400 British sailors were killed. This event alerted the British to the effectiveness of the submarine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, nice. They're good little facts on this days. Good work.
Yeah, got some good ones here. 1949, the Soviet Union. On this, you had the, you were going to play that music, weren't we? Okay, I'll do the voice. On this day, the Soviet Union exploded its first atomic bomb successfully.
Bang. With a bang.
Bang. All right, here we go. 1955, commercial television began in Great Britain. The rules said that only 6 minutes of ads were allowed for each hour, and there was no Sunday morning TV permitted.
Well, there you go. No Sunday.
Wouldn't that be?
Look,
church.
I remember back when I was a kid, like all the channels used to go off at night. They used to have a little ending cartoon or something, and then
I'd say the come on at midnight.
Yeah, and then the ABC, have the test pattern till whatever time in the morning and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I remember all that. Yeah, they were the days when the pubs closed at 10.
1964, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. debuted on NBC TV in America.
Well, here you go. Never seen it.
Great. I like that show. It's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's this? There's one last one. 1998. U.S. President Clinton addressed the United Nations and told world leaders to end all nuclear tests for all time.
And
And then he,
well,
and then he sent the treaty ban to the U.S. Senate, and I think it all went through, and that was that. And I think it started disarming at that point.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a very good. I didn't like history, but I'm finding I like history more and more as I get older. I don't know why
Yes,
that
it's
is.
true. You're becoming part of it.
Yeah, probably. All right, so well, moving on from on this day, and I have got a story actually to come out of that. And now, does anyone know who this guy is? There he is. Now I don't know if you've got video tonight, Eric.
I'm not on the stream because it's just sucking the bandwidth. I don't have two separate streams tonight,
okay.
so
that's all right. That's all right. Well, he's Charles Babbage. Now, do we all know who Charles Babbage is? He created or built the analytical engine. Now, what's happening now is that analytical.
Okay, all right.
But yes, I know. Actually, now that you say, well, that's what it says here. But as you say that, I think that you could be on the money. But then you can't argue with the BBC website, can you?
No, you cannot.
But anyway, a project to construct one of the earliest mechanical computers based on sketches by Charles Babbage has received a major boost. Now, I've actually got a picture here. So here's a picture of the sketch for those on the video. There's the picture of his sketch. Now, conceived in the late 1830s, it foreshadowed the modern computer revolution by more than a century. Babbage's many notepads and sketchbooks are currently held in the Science Museum archives, but have never been converted into a form that is easily accessible. It is hoped that the digital documents will allow researchers around the world to pick apart the many and disparate ideas and settle on the definitive version of the machine. The machine itself is enormous. It's about the same size as a small steam train. So that's damn huge. Now I'll show you a picture of where are we? Just going through all of them. There we go. There we go. There's but it doesn't matter. Everyone else can. There's a picture of it, and the machine. So its memory is equivalent to around 675 bytes. Huge, absolutely huge. It's
sounds like today's Microsoft PCs. Well done.
So apparently it's got here. How's this? Its memory would be the equivalent of around 675 bytes, or just over half that of a Sinclair ZX81, released in 1981.
Wow.
Later proposed by Babbage called for it to have a 20K of storage. The machine's clock speed would be around 7 hertz. And
outrageous, I'd say. Outrageous.
It is outrageous. It's disgraceful. And
what's he think?
And the dudes behind the project have set a goal of completing it by 2021. It's a long way away. That's 10 years. What's going on? Apparently, why 2021, you may ask? Well, you may well ask. Because it's the 100...
Because the NBN won't be finished yet?
Because what?
NBN won't be finished yet?
That's right. We need something. We need something that's going to work and that's going to be faster than the NBN to come to fruition by the sounds of it. But it's to mark... Well, it's supposed to help mark the 150th anniversary of his death. Good on you, mate. Don't worry about his birthday. Worry about his death.
Yeah, that's right. Let's celebrate your death, not your life.
Yeah, that's right. So I remember learning about Charles Babbage when I was at school. Actually, doing some old computer course or something like that.
Never heard of him.
Haven't you? Yeah, no, I've heard of him. I'll show you his picture. Do you want to see his picture again, everyone?
You show them the picture. I'll watch it on the stream sometime next week.
Yeah, well,
have a good laugh.
Here he is with his little what do you call? He's got like a little scarf on, like what Matt Preston wears, the carafe or whatever they call them. Cravat. Yeah, carafe's what you put wine in, isn't it?
You want a bit of history lesson on cravats?
Yeah, okay, why not?
In the olden days, cravats were actually called ties. Right. And the ties of today are actually cravats. Because the ties of today are actually a modification of the original.
Yes.
In some parts of Europe, they still call a tie a cravat.
Yeah, right. Okay, interesting. And how do you know this information? Are you just a cravat historian?
I'm a history buff of all things fine.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like cravats. I don't know if I'd if I could pull it off. But,
oh, you could, but this is Glennie. Just picture this, viewers, listeners. Glennie in the studio, cravat on, any colour you like. Smoking jacket, pipe, reading glasses, old dusty book from Noel Coward, and just to top it off, shorts and thongs.
Yeah. with the backdrop of Charles Babbage's analytical machine on the wall.
Brilliant, I say.
Now, last week we spoke about Harvey Norman doing the 2-for-1 deal with the laptops. Now, Dick Smith doesn't want to be left out of the race or out of the picture either. They've got some really good specials. Now, not that I want to start plugging all these big companies, but anyway, Dick Smith. If you're in for a notebook, go and have a look at Dick Smith. First notebook powered. There's one powered by an Intel Core i3 processor, less than $400, and an Intel Core i5 processor, 4 gig of RAM, and a 640 gig hard drive, priced at $679. So that's pretty competitive.
It is competitive, but just as a word of warning, don't anyone go an i3. You're wasting your time. They're a piece of crap. Go to the i5.
Well, I think that the i7, i7s aren't too much more expensive, are they?
No, if between i3 and i7 there's a gap, but between i5 and i7 not too much. Yeah. The rig that I've dragged 8,000 miles up here for, what an idiot. Is the i5 on the rig on the Dell XPS, and i7 on the MacBook Pro.
Right. Yes.
i3 is really not that much better. If not, it's probably equivalent to. Well, some say that it's equivalent to just the previous iteration of what was it? The Core 2 Duo.
If
you might as well buy the Core 2 Duo if you're going to buy an i3, a lot cheaper.
Yeah, and look, I think my brother bought an i7. I think my mum bought an i7, and look, didn't get much change out of $1,000, but or just over, but still. But
you're future-proofing yourself. i3 would be obsolete now. i7, you got 3 or 4 years out of it.
Yes, yeah, that's right. But once again, it comes down to what you want to do with it. Like if you just want to jump on the internet and do word processing, well,
sending emails and the occasional surfing porn sites, i3 probably do you.
Yeah, that's right. If you want to do video streaming, well, you need an i28.
Right, i28. If you want a video stream out of Singapore.
Oh dear. So what's the weather like over there anyway? Is it warm, cold?
Yeah, but raining.
Oh, gee.
I expected that. It's raining. Expected that.
Oh, okay.
Makes for a fun race. A lot of stacks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's all right. Are you on the track where you are?
Oh, we're row 5, mate. We're close to the track. We're going to be deaf by the end of it. We've got good seats.
So you got your hearing aids or your hearing things?
Yeah, we've got all that. They hand it out at the gate. It's called the race pack. They give you weather gear, maps, earbuds. I think they give you lip balm because sometimes it's a bit dry.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. Pretty good. They give you about 3 or 4 sets of earbuds. Those malleable ones that you can just get in there and.
Yep. Yeah.
It's really loud.
Yeah, I went to the Formula One on the Gold Coast once, and yeah, it's extremely loud.
Screaming. It's really screaming. Speaking of screaming speed. Now, there was an article in the paper during the week. Is that right? Yeah, an article in the paper.
Yep.
And now, it was about IONET releasing their plans for NBN, which is cool. Now, just to make it clear, IONET didn't make this headline up. This is the typical newspaper headlines are disgraceful. IONET didn't say this, but the newspaper headline said this about what IONET had just released. And this is their headline: NBN superfast broadband from $49.95. Yes. Then you go on to read, and most of the people that are listening to us now, in the lounge or via the podcast, would know that if someone said to you super fast, you're assuming it's faster than what you're getting now, correct?
Yes.
Right. Now, if you keep reading, the $49.95 is for 12 megabits down, 1 megabit up. And that's what they're classifying as super fast from $49.95.
That's what you're getting now.
What's that?
Yeah, that's what we're getting now.
That's what you're getting now. So how is that super fast?
Yeah, it's really rubbish.
That's the whole point. We're putting NBN because we're sick of the 12 megabits down and the 1 megabit up.
Yeah.
But the headline, because to grab the typical journalism at its best, to grab the headline, to get people to buy the paper, or to get the views on their website, they put big headline: NBN super fast broadband from $49.95. Everyone goes, "Oh, what?" And so they read the article. I read it. Then I looked at it and thought, "Hang on a minute, that's quoting for $49.95." for a 40 gig data plan which is 20 off peak, 20 peak
Yep.
at 12 megabit per second. That's no different to what we're paying now. It's actually probably a little bit more pricey because for $49.95 you get a lot more than that now.
Yeah. 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 Well,
Megabit.
yeah. Well, that's
It's just so if you wanted. So on top of that, if you were happy with the 40 gig plan and you wanted to up it to 100 gigs, you pay an extra $20.
yeah.
In which case they should have said super fast broadband from $69.95.
Yeah, because I've just put up a graphic there of the plans for it, and even on the graphic, it's very misleading because it highlights in three boxes. It says standard plan 12 down, 1 up, fast 25 down, 5 up, faster 50 down, 20 up, and the fastest 100 down, 40 up. Then in big bold writing underneath it says your plan $49.95 per month. So, and you got to really look at
Super
the
fast, you assume was the highest plan, right?
yes.
But
yes.
the headline is referring to the lowest plan.
Now 12 down, 12 down, 1 up. That's you would be getting faster now.
Why would I bother getting up? If someone said, "Hey, Eric, NBN's coming in, you're going to get it." Yeah, sure. I'm getting 35 down now. I'm getting 1 megabit up. Yeah, I'm going to give that up for 12 down. Yeah, a third of the speed. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I know, that's right. Yeah. Well, I suppose. Well, maybe that plan is there because maybe out in the boonies where they're just relying on like 3G or something. Maybe they haven't got a choice of something that more. Maybe
Chelsea released their 3G. The fast modem that you can buy. The one that gets 20 megabits down and about 3 up.
The Next G or something.
What's that?
What's that called? I've got one called Next G. Is there another?
That's the one after.
Oh yeah,
It's the one they about a month ago or 6 weeks ago. They've just released it, and it's theoretically able to do 21 megabits down and about 3 to 5 up in the boonies, mate. And they're only charging $49.95 a month for it, and you're getting 6 gigs a month on mobile broadband. That's what they're using in the boonies. They won't be using this shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised that like a little while ago when I was doing a few little installs of internets for people, and opening up the boxes and everything, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'll just go down. This will be ADSL. This will be quite straightforward. But when you get into it, the Telstra was actually selling them the 3G modems for the house. I'm thinking, why would you do that? The speed's plus. Like, why would you? But anyway.
But their speeds are good now. Now, that's a good segue into the Telstra revamp their 500 gig broadband plan.
No, go do tell.
Telstra's previous highest quota featured 200 gig of data,
yes.
a limit, which is no off-peak anytime, right?
Yep.
Which meant that the nation's biggest consumers of broadband would typically turn to other providers for their high broadband needs. For example, IONET offering terabyte plans, and Internode doing the same, and TPG doing similar. Now, this is dated. What is the date of this? Oh, I didn't get the date. It was middle of last. I think it was. What's today? Thursday, Monday this week.
Yeah.
On a blog post in the Telstra site today, Telstra had revealed it had introduced a new 500 gig plan, which will cost customers $89.95 a month when they also sign up for a full service fixed line, costing from $30 a month. Most people are with Telstra with their phone line anyway, so you automatically get that deal.
So yeah, I've just put the graphic up there. Actually, the Big Pond Elite. So the 200 gig Liberty is now $69.95, and
it used to be $89 for 200 gig. Now it's 500 gig for $89, which is good.
And then $589.
It's not bad because that's the one I got. I got on. I was on that about a month ago when they weren't advertising it. You could actually ask for it and they give it to you.
Yeah, right. So why is Melbourne getting the 2 meg up?
Because Melbourne's the only place where they've got DOCSIS 3 going, which is the 100 megabit down.
Yes, right. So what does that mean to get the rest of the place onto that DOCSIS 3 thing? What has to happen?
Hang on one second. DOCSIS 3, I think they put a stop to it because of the NBN. Right. They were rolling all this stuff out. They're going to roll it in Sydney and Brisbane and Gold Coast and Perth, etc. Yeah. But then the NBN came up and they thought, we can't do it.
Yeah, we can't do it. Yeah, that's right. All right. So actually, I've got a little internet story as well.
Well, this would be good for the mobile customers. In addition, Telstra has created a new higher value mobile broadband plan with a new plan to cost $80 a month and come with 15 gigs of data.
50
How's
gig.
that? 15.
Oh,
15 gigs.
15. Yeah, okay.
15.
Well, let's have a look at them. I'll just put those up. Yes, okay. Yeah, so 15 gig, 24 months, $80.
Yep.
Yeah, cost per month with blah 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 with Big Pond Mobile product. So yeah, so that's all right. So it looks like they're sort of starting to come good with a couple of things. But yeah, look, I'm still tossing up whether I should. I'm out of contract now with my internet provider, and whether I should whether I should move across to Telstra to maybe increase the.
iPhone 5 gets released October 4, mate. You don't have to wait that long. It's only a couple of weeks.
Oh no, not out of contract with the mobile. Sorry, out with the with the home.
Oh, with the home.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about just zipping maybe back to Telstra, just a bit faster ping, everything that even a bit of better ping, make it work a little bit faster for me. It's all good. All has to improve things, doesn't it?
My ping's at home on the ADSL, even though my download speed is only 6 megabits, my ping is 8 milliseconds.
Yeah, so that's got to be good. See, because I'll sit here and when you do your search for a page or whatever, and then in your Chrome, I use Chrome most of the time. When it's searching, the circle, or when it's loading, the circle goes round to the right, goes clockwise up in the tab, and then a lot of times my circle goes backwards for what seems like ages until it starts going forward.
Probably looking for a cache.
I was looking for some. I don't know. Well, why can't I stop it doing that?
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to get straight out there. But anyway, moving on to, I've got a story just related to internets and stuff like that. Just about TPG, their profits are going up quite considerably. Their net profit for the 12 months ending July 31st was 78.2 million, which was up 55.7 million. Up from
July 55. Oh, that's
yeah. So strong what's this say? He says TPG has strong organic subscriber growth in the group's core consumer broadcast. Don't you like how they talk all these big words?
It's all crap. It's all what they're basically saying is that our existing customers upgraded their bundles.
Yeah, and yeah, so in the core consumer, so he's saying strong organic subscriber growth in the group's core consumer broadband business has continued with a net increase in the year of 59,000 subscribers. The on-net broadband and home phone bundle has continued to be the major growth driver, adding 98,000 subscribers through the year.
Right.
Yeah, so they're up like 20, just under 8. They're up 18 million, say. So that's all right. That's going all right.
I just hope that they've improved their their customer service is always a bit dodgy, and
yeah, look, I had an issue once with them I had TPG on the phone, mobile phone, and
but they run through Optus. That's not their fault.
Yeah, well, when you ring the call center, you get the Indos or whatever.
They get flick you off to the Philippines.
Yeah,
it's frustrating.
Yeah, and when I had my issue, I just told him, I said, just put me straight back to Australia, will you? And after
that's what I say.
Yeah, and after
I say, is there an Australian there? I say no. I said, well, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I say, yeah. And as soon as you get to about supervisor level, well, that means you're back in the country. Right. So
that's why I always say, can I speak to your supervisor?
Yeah,
and then they put me. They say, can I speak to your supervisor? And I say, they put me on to the last line of defence in the Philippines, and I say, can I speak to your supervisor? Yeah. And hang on a minute, and they get, g'day mate, it's Kevin.
That's right. But I know, like, you just got to go for the supervisors, because I rang up. I think I had an issue.
You can't. It's rubbish otherwise.
Yeah, because I think I was talking to. This is ages ago now, when I had Telstra cable first hooked up, and they sent me everything bar the network card, and I thought, well, I don't want to connect through the USB. I want to go through the network card stuff. I should have got one. So I rang him up, and so I started talking to the bloke on the desk or whatever, wherever he is. And so after 5 minutes, I just said to him, because he was arguing with me, and after 5 minutes, I said, hang on a second, mate. I said, can you actually authorise to send me one of these cards out? And he went, well, no. And I said, well, put me through to someone who can.
Right, why am I talking to you?
Why am I talking to you?
And then it stays in your record, and it goes, oh, I can see you made a phone call here, 8 months ago about your card. Yeah, well, I still haven't got it, knobhead.
But anyway, yeah. So I argued with the supervisor then, because I just read back his terms and conditions to him, and he goes, oh, okay, you're right. And
Yep.
yeah, which had that I had the choice of either the card or USB, and I said, well, mate, I got no choice because you didn't give me a choice.
Absolute pass.
Yeah,
Why do that?
but anyway,
the
that was years ago.
conflicts and jeez.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
but that
Oh,
was
dear.
years ago. Got a couple of Facebook stories.
Yeah, go on. Don't like Facebook.
You don't like Facebook,
I think it's a big hoo-ha.
but you're on Facebook.
Yeah, I know that, but still,
Yeah,
I'm
all right.
not my robots post to it, not me.
But anyway, Facebook there, everyone is sort of in two minds whether the new updates are good or not.
Don't the people bitch and moan about this every time anyone makes? These are the people that hate change.
Yeah,
Don't
look,
worry about it.
because seriously, I've been logging onto this site. I think it actually changed over today or something like that, and I didn't even know. And I read the news story and I went, oh, okay. So I went back and had a look at my page and went, oh, it did change.
Well, a couple of the people on my friend page at Facebook were saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm thinking, you know what? Go back in your hole.
Yeah, like, look, I understand that, you got to keep up with the change. You got to keep up with everything.
If it ain't broke, no fix it. Okay, let's tell you what. There's nothing wrong with the Model T Ford in 1904. That never broke down either. But
That's right.
why did you come out with a new model? Why did you keep improving? Oh, God forbid. It's outrageous.
Oh, it's outrageous.
God forbid that we're not going to keep improving and coming out with better models and better products. It's not broken. Don't fix it. Oh, good. We'd be still having a horse and buggy if that was the case.
So some changes, such as larger photo displays and features that make it easier to group friends in the categories. And I can understand why they're doing it. You got Google Plus coming out.
They're doing it. Right. They're under threat. Finally got a semi-competitive threat.
My only comment would be, like, if I had to have a critique or a negative comment, which I don't really care about. I don't care what they do. It's okay. I'll get used to it. But if I had to have one, it's probably getting a little crowded. You got things going on everywhere.
Yeah.
But
end up on MySpace if they're not careful.
Yeah, that's right. Like, as opposed to Google Plus, which is still nice and clean and fresh and all that. But look, I mean, you look at Facebook. Like, I looked at the new page and went, oh yeah, so that's top stories and Twitter feed, and okay, I've got it.
Yeah.
Move on with my life. I've got it.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. You know who is moving on with their life?
Who?
Apple are opening 2 new stores this weekend.
Oh,
you know that?
In Australia?
One in Australia and Hong Kong's first store.
Oh yeah, right.
Yep, and then the one in Shanghai in a couple of days. Hornsby, Apple Hornsby opening this weekend. Saturday, tomorrow. Not tomorrow. That's Friday.
They're starting to bring a few stores out in Australia, aren't they?
Yeah, 13th store in Australia. And it was only about 4 years ago they had no stores in Australia.
Yes.
And they've got 13.
Yeah. Well, there was a story here before. Now, where did that go? About look, don't tell me I didn't bring it across. But anyway, it's about the iPhone 5 has got a bit of a release date going on. The
rumored release date. What did it say?
October 4, our October 5.
Well, they're going to announce it on October 5, but whether or not it's going to be for sale on October 5, we won't know until October 5.
Oh,
they'll get up and say, and it's on sale as of today, and everyone just bloody drops their pants,
and bend overs.
That's right.
But about the Wall Street Journal's All Things the Blog reports that, yes, October 4/October 5 has been selected by Apple to showcase. Yes, that's right, Eric, you were right, to showcase the iPhone 5.
They'll announce it, and they may say it's for sale, because they always say it's for sale on this date. Sometimes they say, and it's on sale today.
But
there's a good chance of that, because they are overdue. They were supposed to release one in July. So they might, or they might say it's, in time for Christmas or whatever.
Well, that'd be the smart thing, wouldn't it? But it's understood that the new device is going to go on sale within a few weeks of the announcement. Now, I mean, these little...
It's an iPhone 4S or an iPhone 5, yeah? No one knows.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they're saying iPhone 5. It's obviously not known whether Jobs is going to be at the launch. But I mean, like, these little...
I doubt if he'll be there.
Oh, yeah, I think he's finished, not in that way, but, with the company. He's
having a break.
Yeah,
he's looking after his health, I think, at this point.
But getting back to like the Wall Street Journal and newspapers and how they have all the headlines and all this sort of stuff. So it's understood that the new device will go on sale within a few weeks, and reports of 4.5 has been selected to launch the whole thing. But like, if it does or if it doesn't, no one sort of goes back and says, well, hang on, the Wall Street Journal got that one wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just forget about all this stuff, and then
because that old saying, today's news, tomorrow's fish and chip paper.
yeah,
You don't remember what we did today. That's why newspapers can get away with a lot, because they can print stuff. Well, not so much anymore, because we're not on the internet. There's a permanent record, and people like you and me and a lot of other people do actually pick this stuff up now, and take and call people on it.
Yeah.
But if they say it's rumored, we suspect, we think, sources close to us say it might.
But they're just
clarify their words, they can pretty much get away with it. But if they're, there's a couple of, well, for example, I won't use his real name, OTK, right? You and Glenn, you know who that is, right? OTK. This person, I won't say if it's a he or a she, this person will always say, this is what's going to happen. This person will always say, this is this person's opinion. And this person is always so sure of him or herself. And a lot of the time, it's all crap.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I know when I'm looking through the stories for the show, and I'll come across the stories, that these outrageous remarks, oh, this is likely to happen on this day, or this is going to happen over there, or this. I'm just going.
Nobody really knows. This is what I don't understand. No one knows. Look, these corporations aren't going to give up their trade secrets to some lackey in a pool journalist typing away.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're so cocksure. Their journalistic standards are so poor that they're so cocksure and arrogant of themselves. They actually make these statements as fact, when all it is that we think, and it might be a good idea if, and that's all it really. Like they used to do. They're reporting what they think is news, but they're actually making a statement saying, no, it's news. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I think it's like once the story starts off with if or might or this sort, I just close it straight away. Not interested.
Yes, some people don't mind reading the story for its content, because even if it says if or might, if they start talking about the product itself. If you're saying if or might and there's no product actual news about what the device may or may not do, I don't bother with it, because rumours, I don't care. Technology rumours, especially with Apple stuff, it's all a bit tiring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Getting another phone left on the bar stool in a Mexican restaurant. Been there, done that. Come on.
That's right.
Come on.
Give the rap.
What next version? Can they just sell one on eBay or something? Make it interesting.
That's right.
But sticking with smartphones.
Anyone.
Yeah, sticking with smartphones.
Yes.
Japan's top mobile phone operator, NTT Docomo, is to
was it NTT Docomo? Yep, Japan.
Yes, is set to unveil a smartphone with changeable jackets that measure body fat, radiation levels, and bad breath.
Give me a break.
And bad breath, that's right. The company said it would also demonstrate a case.
Fat, obese people with halitosis and radiation problems, this phone's for you.
That tells you when you're going to drop a big fart.
That's right.
Yes.
And everyone around you goes and puts a white suit on.
So the company said it would also demonstrate a case that determines if the holder has bad breath or smells of alcohol, as well as checking levels of skin-damaging ultraviolet light. I've got no idea what's going on with that.
Give me a break.
That's out there.
Oh,
there's a prototype.
Really? That's how you're competing with the iPhone? Good one. That's great. Carry on.
Yes, as you were.
Nothing to see here. Moving along now. Put the police tape around that one.
Now, there's a story from pretty local around here. It's another little Facebook story, but it's one that you probably should. Oh, if you're a parent, you keep in the back of your mind again, But everyone knows. But anyway,
are you talking about verbal sewer, Glenn?
I am talking about the verbal sewer. That's right. There's a principal at the Lindisfarne.
What's his principal's name? Mr. Politically correct principal?
No, his name's Mr. Duncan. And, so Dunn and Can. He's talking about sewers.
Pause.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back after Eric does some stuff on his secret squirrel line. Wherever he is in the world. Hang on. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a sec. All right. Too many wontons. All right.
Glenn?
Yes.
Yeah. Glenn, I just got to go down and get Nick. He's just downstairs.
That's all right.
All right, mate. Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so I'm going to do another track. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so while Eric does that, a song to SoundCloud. What's on SoundCloud? Never heard of it. SoundCloud. Your sound at the heart. Have you got any on there, Xenophontus? You got, put a link in the chat room and I'll play one. Xenophontus, they call it Xenophontus. Now we are here, it's Xenophontus. Oh, it's private. It's private. It's not for public dissemination. Have you been taking lessons from Steve Jobs? Have you got any public songs? Oh, you got something on YouTube? You got anything you want to share? Oh, connect with over 100 apps. You do it on Boxy. Oh, geez, we're gonna have to do the head. I have to go and wake him up. It's getting near to the end of the show. So no chewing the fat tonight, crew. No CTF because Eric's audio issues. And so that's not bad. This is that SoundCloud. I've never really worried. Does that web page come out clear on the stream? Like, can you actually read that? They call it Xenophonus. Now we are here. It's Xenophonus. Oh, that's good. Well, what do you reckon? It could be better? Because there's no point in putting crap up if it, like web pages, if it's can't be read. I'll increase the resolution or something. Okay, we'll run with it. What's this? What's this boxy thing? The app gallery. Build an app. Excuse me. Hit the play. This play? I've hit it. Hang on. I hit it, nothing happened. Or is that just a picture? That might be just a picture. Nothing's happening. Stupid SoundCloud. Okay, well, can we just maybe have to... Here we go. Let's hit play on this one then. Oh, who knows? Maybe Explorer doesn't like doing it. That should play though, eh? Like, why else would the play button be there? That's pretty crappy. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to copy that address. I'm going to close IE like that. I'm going to open up a Chrome image. Hang on, I'll recapture that so you have a nice clean little screen. So I know how you loungers cry when there's when it's not nice. I know how you strive for quality and you demand quality. Xanadu. Why isn't that going full screen? Oh, I don't know what goes on around here. Hey, what goes on around here? Now it's not full screen. Now it's that. Okay, look, I'm going to select 16:9. I'm going to go like this. Right, now we're cooking. Now I'm going to paste that in here. Okay, now here we go. I'm going to push play this time. Oh, Struth, is that too loud? Hang on, that might be... Is that too loud? Sorry about that. No volume. Must just be volume on the computer. See the live pack link. Was that on the homepage or something? Live pack. I don't know. I'll push this one. See what happens. Now that we know. Oh, that's the one you plot. Yeah, you want one of these or something. I saw that. Sorry, I'm with you now. Do you? Oh, internet. What? Stupid IE. I'll tell ya. Oh, hello. I've watched this. Yes, I want one too.
From Livestream. If you're interested in broadcasting from events on location, I got something really cool to show you. It's the Livestream Live Pack. Basically, we got here a mobile unit to broadcast in high quality wirelessly on locations. We're here currently at Bryant Park, New York City, covering behind the scenes, red carpet, and runway footage at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. So I just want to show you what you guys need to do the same thing we're doing today. All you really need is a DV camera, firewire into the Livestream Live Pack. We fire it up, we turn it on, and it's simple as pressing play, and we've got video content, and we're streaming live now. And just to prove to you that we're streaming live, there you guys are right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw this on, and I'm literally going to walk around and show you guys inside the tents real quick, and we'll get more into the product in a second. In the meantime, while I put this thing on,
it's heavy.
So heavy, but it does the job. It records at 700 kilobit upload speed at H.264 encoding. Very high quality, and once again, wirelessly. Perfect for scenarios when you don't have a hardwired internet connection and a Wi-Fi signal. So come on inside. So at the core of the Livestream Live Pack is this unit produced by our partners at LiveView. It allows us to broadcast high quality wirelessly using 8 3G modems inside. It's across 3 different carriers, and it allows us to aggregate the video signal and push it right to the live stream channel that we want to publish to. So let's take a closer look over here. So basically, once again, to broadcast, I'm going to go ahead and use my simple DV camera, firewire output. I'm going to ingest into the machine with firewire input. After that, I can use its touchscreen to maneuver through all the menu settings and configure the live stream live pack to the live stream channel that I want to publish to. So I've already connected. I'm going to go ahead and hit play to broadcast. And in the meantime, while that's configuring, I'm going to go and take you to some other settings. I can configure my IP address to push to my live stream channel. I can also go into the settings and change my video rate if I want to broadcast up to 1 megabit upload or anything less than that. I can also change my audio settings there. Duration. We can broadcast for about 3 hours or so using some external batteries. Let me show you these over here. So using this external battery, I can go ahead and tether to the DC input of the Livestream Live Pack. And with this setup, we got about 3 hours of live streaming. And let's say we wanted to go a little further.
Oh, sorry.
Just getting an
I
extra
clicked
one of
on
these
something.
guys, swapping them on the fly, and we got another 3 hours. So that's 6 hours of broadcasting on the field. Again, wirelessly, high quality, no need for a hardwired connection, no need for Wi-Fi. This unit is a turnkey solution to publish straight to the live stream channel.
So that's all right. I was just linking on. Let's see how do you get it in Australia? Live U. Okay, let's search for some Live U. Live U goodness, eh? There we go. Live U, Australia. Australia.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, sorry about that.
That's all
Did
right.
you get my
Pardon?
text message?
Oh.
I sent you a text.
Oh, it goes on silent after a little while.
Right.
Oh, yep, that's all right.
Okay. Where were you? What were you up to? You were talking verbal sewer.
Oh, that's right. Hang on. PA was just showing. Have a look at the end of the show or another time. Have a look at Live You. Oh, what's he got? Another one.
Like it's another streaming service.
Yeah, it's a portable backpack. You put it on your
Oh,
back.
the live. That's the one Leo uses.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's
About
pretty cool.
$4,000 a week. What's he thinking?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, well, I'll take that to Singapore with me. Yeah, right. And pay the roaming charges to boot.
Yeah, right. $4,000. I wonder how much they had to buy then.
They don't sell them. They're owned by Ustream, and they don't sell them. They just rent them. I think they make more money out of renting them. Every time Leo takes one to cover events, it costs him $4,000.
Jeez. So what's this one here you've given me, PA?
Unless they've come up with a sort of like a amateur version, a lightweight sort of version.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, to broadcast anyway, anytime, blah, blah, blah. Combine your blah, blah, blah. Australian dealer. Oh, get some... he's got the Black Magic as well.
Yeah, still thinking about that one.
Still. Yeah, there's no prices. You'll have to send them an email, PA.
Yeah, no point me taking my pants off just yet.
All right, let's get back into it. So we'll do the sewer. We're 40 minutes in, so we'll do the sewer. And
Yep.
Do you want to do anything audible?
No, I didn't have enough time to do any audible.
Yeah, all
They
right.
didn't have any internet playing.
Yeah, that's all right.
Pissed off.
So, so we'll ditch that, and we got the head. Head's got a couple of emails through the week. He's on fire, that bloke. I tell you, he's on fire.
I reckon he's a bit of a Richard myself.
Oh, he is. I don't mind saying. Yeah, okay, so right, we're all good. There we go, back on there, and yeah, that's all good. And okay, and yes, hello, welcome back. Now we were talking about Linda's father, Mr. Duncan. Quite ironic. Oh, hang on a second, I've got to start that again. It keeps, every time I put a new track, it keeps putting in a mono track.
Oh, outrageous!
Oh, this happened to me last. What is happening? Why does it do that? Am I doing it wrong? Undo track, delete track. Now I want to insert track. I want to insert. Okay, that mono. Stereo. Create. Why doesn't it save that? Okay, try again. Try again. Play it again, Sam. Hi, yes, and welcome back. Yes, well, we're talking, Eric's back, and we're talking cans and sewers. Mr. Duncan from the Lindisfarne Anglican Grammar School in Tweed Edge, just down the road. Sent a letter out to the school, to the parents, in the newsletter. He normally talks about different things, schooly things. But this week, he's talked about big, bold, front page, get your kids off Facebook, he's exclaimed. And it's probably a fair thing, because he went on in the article. It went on to say that he's had to recently deal with a couple of issues with a couple of kids at the school where they were being bullied and harassed.
I've got a story for you about something exactly the same as this. You continue, but I don't necessarily disagree with this fella.
Yeah, so he's gone, get your kids off Facebook. This verbal sewer is harming your children. So the principal said he expelled 2 students last year for serious online harassment of other students, one on Facebook and the other on the school's internal email system. He said he was not suggesting a blanket Facebook ban, but urged parents to be more proactive. His concern is
Yes.
parents are not overly aware of what kids are subjected to until it gets to the point till you've got a very distressed, abused young person. Certainly, if they've got primary school kids, they shouldn't be on Facebook at all. And if they're teenage kids, you should at least be aware of what they're doing.
Yes. Not only be aware, but a lot of schools are putting in education about how to use social media properly. But the school can't do everything. The parents should stop leaving the upbringing of their children to the system.
Yes.
Whether
That's right.
they go to a public school or a private school, it doesn't matter. Their job is not to bring up and your children. Their job is to educate your children.
Yes. Yeah. Like I've already like my little girl. She's got a laptop. It sits on the table out in the dining room, and she gets on ABC Kids and whatever else she does on it, reading numbers or something. But I've even set that up as through the what's that DNS thing, whatever it is.
Open DNS. Yeah.
Open DNS. Yeah, I've set that up.
Access certain sites. Yeah,
That's right, because I don't want to accidentally type it into something in Google. Not that,
That's right. Well, look, you can type in, for example, Barbie by mistake. You're going to get pictures of chicks called Barbie with big knockers.
Yeah.
Instead of.
Oh, do you? Hang on. I have to try that. Yes.
Oh, really?
But that's right. So So you had some experience. Were you saying that?
Yeah. Well, this is a classic case, and this is one of them happened to my daughter, my oldest daughter, who's in high school, year 7, and the other one happened to someone we know whose daughter's in year 8. The first one was, no names are going to be mentioned, obviously. My daughter was posting things, and this person typed in, oh, who cares? Started that bitch, and so the dialogue continues. And then, my girl gets upset and might write something she would normally have written, and then before you know it, it's a freaking slanging match, right? So I said, look, whenever that happens, you come and tell me, and we can talk about the best way to handle it.
Yeah.
The worst thing to do is respond straight away, because you're responding out of the heat of the moment, and that's when you always say and do the wrong things.
And you're also letting the attacker know that it's getting to you.
That's right. So that was that one, and so that's all sorted now. She knows how to behave on that. I told her I don't want to be your friend on Facebook, but I do need your password. So I do check her account once a week. I'll check what she's been doing, and I told her if I ever see anything on there that's untoward, I'm canning you on Facebook until I can see that you've improved in your outlook.
So what age is she?
She's 13.
Oh, right. Because you have to be 13 to get an account.
Legally, you have to be 13 anyway to do it. What Facebook were thinking of doing was having a Facebook for younger people that they don't have access to the normal Facebook, and I think that would be a good idea for maybe kids who are between the ages of 11 and 14 or something like that. Yes. That would be a good idea. Facebook Lite, or whatever you want to call it.
But then they're not going to be able to interact with.
Well, they're all the same age.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to interact with the celebrities or whatever that they might want to.
Oh, really? Are they role models we really want our kids following anyway?
No, that's right. No, that's right. But so.
Follow Lindsay Lohan to see how many times she drops her DAX.
Yeah. And what happened? What happened to the? Yeah, sorry.
You're right, girl. She's a bit of a loose cannon, and it was just a matter of time before this happened. But what gets me is, and I'll tell you the story, but I'll just give you a little background. What gets me at the end of it all is that the parents refuse to educate the child to take responsibility for her actions. And I'll tell you what I mean. What she's done is that most kids, when they go on there, they know they're savvy enough these days to put private settings. Everything's private, nothing's public, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. So what she's done is she's flashed her tits in front of her laptop camera.
Yeah.
And taken a picture and posted it on Facebook. Knobhead for a start, right? She's 14.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? Number one, what are you doing that for? You're freaking 14. Are you that much in need of attention that you need to do that shit? Number one. Number two, even though it's private settings, went around the whole school via Facebook, because even though it's private to the outside world who aren't your friends,
Yeah.
if they copy and paste and download the picture, they can make it public quite easily, right? So it's gone viral,
Yes.
this thing,
Oh, dear.
right?
Yeah.
Her dad is a barrister.
Hmm.
So he's threatened to sue the school. Or sorry, to sue Facebook. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
To sue Facebook for allowing it to go viral. I thought, hang on a minute. Why don't you give your kid a clip over the ear and get her to start taking responsibility for her action instead of always pointing the finger at someone else?
Yeah, that's right. It's not the school's fault.
You know, it's not the school's fault. It's not Facebook's fault.
I know. It's
You
just
can't monitor every freaking photo that goes up there. There's billions and billions and billions of bytes a day getting loaded up to Facebook, either in the form of videos or photos. The whole point of putting privacy settings is if you want to put something on there that's untoward, that you only want your friends to see, well, that's the risk you take.
yeah. That's right. That's
You can't
right.
say, if it gets out of control, you start blaming people. Oh, officer, I didn't mean to drive 120 kilometres an hour and kill that old lady crossing the road in a trolley.
Yeah. Well,
You know, it's taking responsibility.
well, talking about
ID2 is not a defence.
yeah, we're talking about no one's to blame and blaming other people and privacy and all that sort of stuff. I don't know if you heard that Sony has asked, or is asking gamers to sign into a new terms and conditions or face a PlayStation Network ban. Did you hear about that?
What are the changing conditions? So here we go.
So the firm has amended the terms and conditions, and users have to agree to them next time they log in. The move comes months after a string of hacking attacks, compromised, whatever. You know what happened. You know, Sony's been hacked. We all know that. Okay. So it's impossible, blah, 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 blah. So it's impossible, cancel PlayStation. So it's, however, possible to opt out of the agreement within the next 30 days. Now, the new clause, dubbed the binding individual arbitration, state that any dispute resolution proceedings...
They can't, yeah, this basically says they can't sue Sony.
Yeah, well, as in a class action.
Yes.
Yeah, so individually...
Hang on. You know, once they do sign, it says here the subscribers keep their right to file a class action lawsuit without need for arbitration. I think that it takes away the ability to do private lawsuits, like an individual suing Sony.
Okay, well, I got a different interpretation on that. I got so the new clause stated that any dispute resolution proceedings, whether in arbitration or court, will be conducted only on an individual basis and not in a class or representative action. Or,
no, you're right. No, you're right. That's right. No, you're absolutely right. I was wrong. So it's just the thing. If you want to opt out, you've got to send a letter to Sony.
That's right.
Then you'll... If you're right, that's right.
Yeah, the rewritten terms and conditions are being presented to gamers when they log in. Those that want to opt out, have to send a letter to Sony's Los Angeles headquarters in the US. Why a letter? What about an email? Once they do, the subscribers will be able to keep their right...
Is exactly why Sony's gone down the toilet, because they ask you for a letter.
Once they do, the subscribers will be able to keep their right to file a class action lawsuit without any need for arbitration. But before subscribers have a chance to opt out, they will be still required to agree to the new terms the next time they log into the accounts. Otherwise, they will not be able to use the services. So is that take?
No, I think that's not gonna wash, because you're taking a person's right away.
Yeah, that's right.
To normal civil rights. Basically, it's a civil right issue.
Yeah,
that's what America civil right is, because meaning a civil case, when you sue someone, it's not a criminal case, it's a civil case. So you're taking away their civil rights.
Yeah.
In that respect. And they're saying, this is the public relations, because of the public relations disaster of the hacking, that now they have to say, oh, well, we don't want this to get out. And the only way to keep the lid on this is to muzzle people.
Yes, yeah. But I think, like...
You can't muzzle. That's not going to work. It's not going to work.
No. Because apparently, the terms and conditions are, it's like, you've got to log on, and then it's like a 6-page thing. You've got to scroll down for half an hour and then hit accept at the bottom.
Yeah.
And
no one's going to read it. And it's going to be default acceptance. And then the contract will be null and void, because it's, the usual unconscionable and, all that sort of rubbish.
Yeah.
And
so maybe...
strict. You can't, even if someone agrees with it, you can't take away a person's right to sue.
No.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Hey, next time you go for a bank loan, throw a clause like that in there, that the bank hasn't got a right to sue to take away your house if you don't make a payment.
Yes. But then, but is it also then not right that you can join a class action? So they can't take that away from you either.
No, they can't. They shouldn't be able to take that away from you. No.
No, that's right. So anyway,
Civil, individual or group, they shouldn't be able to take that away from you.
Look, Sony, and everyone's asking where's the head tonight. I think it might be a bit late, unless you want him. We can bring him out now if you want him. He has got a couple of questions on his email, but I don't know. I've only got 10 minutes. Maybe we save him for next week. But
save him up. Extended segment next week of the head.
Yeah, he's been nuttering away out there. I can hear him typing with his little flippers. And shut up, head! He's typing away. So anyway,
slap him round.
Oh, slapping him round, all right. He's annoying. And so I've got a little Google. I know we brushed on Google before, but I've got another little Google story just quickly. I'll do a couple of little quicker ones. Google Plus has been opened up for anyone to join. This is opened up after 2.5 months of closed testing. Google is adding several new features to its services, including video hangouts on Android smartphones, allowing multi-person chats. Users will be able to share the content of their computer screens with whoever they are talking to. And another notable addition is the integration of search with Google Plus, allowing members to find results from socially shared information as well as across the wider web. Now,
there you go.
So there you go. That's
we haven't. I don't think I've got it on mine yet. The screen sharing thing.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've got it on mine either. But it'll come. It'll come. So that's what I mean. Like Facebook's got to catch up, or maybe not catch up, but they've got to keep evolving, the same as Google Plus is.
Well, you've got to look Google Plus. They've got to keep evolving. I mean,
Yeah, that's right.
You can't sit still.
Now,
the world doesn't move forward. We wouldn't be building bridges if everyone just kept still.
Now, talking to Google, the federal court in Sydney today dismissed the ACCC allegations that Google engaged in practices likely to mislead consumers. One of the issues raised was a search engine inquiry for a company that returned advertisements for a competitor of that company. Like, how's Google going to, work that out? Jeez, people are crybabies. So what's that? So you advertise in a newspaper, so no competitors allowed to advertise in the newspaper, in that same newspaper.
Who's running the ACCC these days? Julia Gillard?
But anyway, but the thing is, it gets funnier actually, because I'll just read the guts of the story. So another was the labelling of advertisements as sponsored links. Now, and that has already changed. And whether advertisements in Google searches were distinguishable from ordinary search results. Now, this guy, Federal Court Justice John Nicholas, said he was not satisfied that Google failed to sufficiently distinguish advertisements or sponsored links from ordinary unpaid search results. But in a statement this afternoon, the ACCC said Justice Nicholas had found the use of the word advertisement or an abbreviation of that word rather than sponsored links might eliminate or reduce confusion in the minds of some users. And that's already changed. On the right-hand side of your searches, it used to have sponsored links, and now it's called ads. There you go. Since the ACCC instituted these proceedings, Google has changed. Oh, that's what I just said. The ACCC said it was waiting. This is the stupid part. Well, this is just the part where, why does the ACCC want to take on something that is? Where's their advice come from? But anyway, the ACCC said it was waiting for Google to inform them of costs.
Their legal advice is coming from the same advice that they're getting from the Malaysian asylum.
Yeah. so now the ACCC just sitting back, waiting for Google to tell them how much it cost. Good stuff. How much it cost the Australian public. Google this afternoon said it was pleased with the court outcome.
Right.
Dear oh dear.
Okay. Yeah, that's more money. The only people getting rich out of this are lawyers.
Can't they worry about I don't even see the sense of that.
That's my question. Have they cured cancer yet? No, they haven't. So get on with it and stop talking about crap.
Yeah, that's right.
Worrying about it don't matter.
There's a Google ad photo for you. All right.
There you go.
There you go.
Now, I don't. The lounge may or may not know this, but the chewing the fat not on tonight. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, look, the lounge has just gone depressed.
Everyone's punching the air.
In anger.
Punching the air. So it'll be back next week, and the reason being, I didn't want the audio to be so flaky that it was just going to be the worst experience trying to listen to the garbage. So I'd rather get on a good line, and nothing worse than bad audio.
Yep, Eric doesn't have any fat tonight. Myer Online operation is booming. So look,
is that right?
It is booming apparently. Well, that's what Myers wants us to believe.
That's what saying, yeah.
Yeah, Myer Chief Executive Bernie Brooks says the upmarket department stores' online sales are tripling each week.
Really? So they sold 3 things this week?
And could be soon be 5%. They're hoping to sell 5 things next week. Percent of its revenue, despite persistent competition from overseas and internet retailers. Mr. Brooks said that while Australian consumers were shopping online more, the medium would still only make up 10% of the overall consumption habits. Now, sales were expected to grow quickly from about 5 million currently to about 30 to 40 million. Now, this is the same as an average size Myer store. Wow. So an average size Myer, 30 to 40 million sales. So that's gross. That'd be gross.
Gross sales.
Yeah, turnover. Yeah. So
Look, if you can pull it off, good for him. But you know what? I'm not going to buy from Myer if you're. What's the point?
yeah, I know.
Because you're ripping us off online and you're ripping us off in the store. I'm not going to buy from you just because it's online.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to change my mind because you're still selling Levi jeans for $150 when I can get them online, ordered from the States for $35.
Yeah, that's right. But look, they're spending $9 million on their website, expected to generate up to $40 million in annual sales.
Well, but it won't be from my sales. It won't be from any money coming out of my pocket. That's for sure.
Look, I took a little quick walk down DJ's the other day when I was looking for something, and I looked.
Any service?
No, not really.
There you go.
No, I looked.
They wonder why they're losing money to the online sales.
Yeah, I looked, I saw, I left, and went to JB, and yeah, got it heaps cheaper.
I saw and came out with 3 TVs.
Yeah, because that's what happened, eh? Like, we went up there because we were looking for a TV and a little stereo thing, and we said, oh, okay, because we thought we set out to do JB, and then we thought, while we're there, we might just no, it actually was Myer because we're at Pacific Fair, and so we actually went and thought, well, we'll run through Myer just to make sure that JB's on the level, keep him honest. So I went to Myer, saw what we sort of wanted, and go, oh yeah, okay, price, yeah, blah 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 blah. Went to JP, and we just crapped all over it. And I know
the service is good, JB. It really is.
Oh yeah, look, we were talking to this guy for.
Yeah, and the guy says, "How are you, mate?" So you're looking at the TV. Do you want to ask me any questions? And he's so relaxed about it and confident. And I think, you know what? I'll talk to you.
Yeah, like this guy, we were after TV, and I said to him, "Oh, look, I needed optical out on the TV." He said, "Well, I don't know." He goes, "These Sonic ones or something that we got in the back here, we've got about 250 of them just coming today, but they're not on the floor yet." And he goes, "But they're the ones." He said, "Look, I'll give you one today if you really want it." I said, "Well, I don't know if it's got the optical audio." And so he goes, "Look, just follow me." So he takes me out the back. We open one up and we pull it out and have a look at it.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, just as well you didn't buy it because it doesn't have it." I went, "Well, yeah, thanks very much."
But that's service. There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
The guy, if it had one, you might have bought one of him.
Well, yes, if he did it. But we went out and bought. We went back to an original plan in JB and bought something else off him anyway, which was a little bit more expensive, but that didn't matter.
See, that's the thing. You don't care that it costs a little bit more because you're getting service.
Yeah.
And this is what the point missing in these retail stores. I think we're buying from overseas because it's cheaper. Not necessarily. We buy from overseas because if we're going to get ignored, I might as well do it at home.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, so like we had it. Like I'm dead set. It was a good experience. I was happy. We walked out with a 42-inch LCD.
Shopping at JB.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what I did see. I saw a little Sony stereo, if that's what you call them. Little whatever. What do you call them these days? Entertainment system or unit or something?
Entertainment center, whatever. Yeah,
look, unfortunately didn't have the best sound on it, but it was a digital radio, FM, wireless, and it also did DNLA. So it was a nice little unit. But
Sony's pretty good. You always go for the middle one with Sony. The top of the line is sometimes a little bit too expensive, and the ones down the bottom is a little bit too crappy. But the one in the middle is usually pretty good.
Yeah. So I was happy. And now, did you have any other stories?
Back to your Myer Online thing. It says they have currently 1 million viewers a month on the website. You know what? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's probably the chief executive just sitting there all day clicking it.
Right, refresh.
He goes, I'm going to drive these sales up. Got to give something to the shareholders.
The next what happens there is that his bandwidth costs go through the roof, and he's going out backwards.
And then he's going, oh no, it's all the video conferencing. I'm beating up sales overseas, and yeah.
Blah, Doesn't say whether they're unique viewers a month. I guarantee they're not.
Yeah, I know it doesn't, does it? Omitted. Yes.
It's not. There's no way in God's earth they would be getting 1 million viewers a month, because if they were, why are they only selling $5 million
Yeah.
a month out of it, a year? $5 million a year on 1 million views a month.
Yeah.
Well, you're not converting your customers if you're getting 12 unique viewers per year, and you're only selling them $5 million worth of goods.
And it gets to a stage where you don't even bother looking at these places because they're always out of the ballpark.
And your average price of your goods isn't $1; it's probably closer to $100.
Yeah.
So you're not converting the visitors. And why aren't you converting your visitors? Because it's still too freaking expensive for stuff that's made in China for $1 that you're trying to sell for $200. That's why.
Yeah, they make it look nice. Smells nice.
Hey.
They got escalators. You know, they cost. Have you got any more stories?
No, I'm done.
All right, well, I've got
I'm
my
done.
last one. My last one is, I don't know what you're going to make of this one, but anyway, grandparents' lesson on webcam launches internet latest stars. All right.
Granny cam.
That's right. Two old biddies. Look, I put a just have to search for it on YouTube because there's no show notes at the moment. But if you search for grandparents' lesson on webcam, you probably find it. What had happened is the two old people just bought a laptop. They brought it home and they're trying to set it up. You know, one of them's being a goose, and accidentally they didn't realise that the actual camera was on and recording. So So Bruce, this guy, makes faces. He's leaning close to the laptop screen, blowing out his cheeks. You know, just being great, just as you do, trying to crack onto the horn bag sitting next to him. And when the couple realises the webcam might have been recording for their stupid antics, that they stopped it. Their 21-year-old daughter, Mindy, saw the video's potential. Wow! And with their permission, uploaded it. So dubbing it Webcam 101 for seniors. So search that one. And by Thursday, there was nearly 3 million views on YouTube. And by today, when I looked at it, it was 7 million. 7 million. And it's a boring video. I watched it before. It's boring. The first couple of things was all right, but boring. And, so in the crush of media that has descended on them, they struggled to explain what had made the video so compelling. After all, it's just a couple of minutes, two Oregons in a retirement community doing not much. And I'm sorry I read that last paragraph because I was distracted because Eric dropped out. Oh, there he goes. All right. So, we're at the end of the show, and Eric is just coming back in for the end.
Dropped out.
That's all right.
Right. Just dropped out. I went downstairs to pick up Nick earlier, and I told him, mate, my router's playing up. I need a new one. He said, look, if it drops again tonight, I'll put a new one in tomorrow.
Well, where's the router? In your
What do
room?
you mean, where's the router?
Well, what's
The router's
Oh,
had to restart.
yeah, idiots.
It just drops out. It just keeps dropping out.
Idiots.
And the grades too. The cable modem's fine, and when I restart it, it's doing 20 megabits down. Within 10 minutes, the speed test is doing 4 megabits down.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no good. Come on, singers. Get your act together.
Get your act together. Where's your Tiger beer?
Yes. All right, well, that's the end of the show. Next week, hopefully, Eric, you'll be back in Sydney.
I will be, yes.
And Will should have his new modem all ready to go. And look, I'll give the head a bit of a kicking and see if we can get him back here next week. Look, he was all keen to come on the night, but he just ran out of time, so sorry, head. And back in your box. So, all right. So, until next week, get us on the youtube.com/thesecrethub or on the podcast, live in the lounge, live.thesecrethub.com. Eric's got to go. I've got to go. We're all out of here. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.